Hello and welcome to the promo for Always Digging. My name is Jeff Skull, aka DJ Scully Funk. Every Sunday afternoon, my partner Gary, aka DJ Gaza Taylor, and I choose a theme and play our favorite songs that fit that theme. Tune in right here every Sunday from noon to 2 on iLive Radio.
Every Friday, take a trip around the world with music from around the globe. Colors of Rhythm with your host DJ Ron John. Fridays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on iLive Radio, iliveradio.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody in cyberspace? This is The Groove Show with your boy, the crowd pleaser, DJ Mark Anthony. Don't forget, each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 6 p.m., we want to put you in the mood for whatever the night has in store. I'm playing only the best feel-good, party rocking, body-shaking music from funk to soul to reggae to R&B, house to salsa, and much, much more. We call it The Groove each and every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. Keep it locked. It's the crowd pleaser, baby. You know how we do. We'll see you on the air. Peace.
Attention all musicians, bands, associations, clubs, and organizations that represent collective styles of music across Canada. Now is the time to rebuild our collective music nation genres like hip-hop, R&B, jazz, soul, reggae, gospel, and more united. The Collective Music Nation is a non-profit organization committed to the development of collective music. Free memberships are available now. The Collective Music Nation. One voice, strength in unity.
Core Platinum, an organization where Indigenous and Black business owners can network, promote, and grow their business. Join their ever-growing Core Platinum website and be seen by customers everywhere. Plus, win jobs posted by interested customers. Looking for a reliable contractor or service? Use Core Platinum's platform to find service vendors, submit service requests, earn referral points, and more. Core Platinum. Sign up is free. Sign up now at mycpg.ca. That's mycpg.ca.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
The number one hit music station.
Just stick together.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Wherever you are in the world, you're tuning to Soul Expressions.
Like the pouring rain.
This is Indie Music Day 2. Today we have in studio, joining me for a conversation, Desiree D. We're talking all things music, her career. We'll talk about our upcoming release. We're going to talk about a good few things. We're just having a conversation about something and I'm absolutely stunned. So we're definitely going to delve into that. So you can catch us on all the platforms. iLiveToronto.com. We're over on the TuneIn. You can also download the mobile app on the Google Play Store. You can catch us on YouTube, our usual YouTube channel. You can catch us on Twitch and Twitter. No excuses to hear this show or see it.
Just stick together.
All right, so we're tuning to Indie Music Day right here on iLive Radio, and don't forget it is Canada Music Week starting on Monday. And in the studio, I have Miss Desiree D. Good afternoon, good evening, Desiree.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm good. Hold on, let me just adjust your microphone. People keep messing with my settings there. Oh, no. I think I know exactly who it is. Uh-oh. And yeah, see, I told you. See these people. I swear to God.
You found the culprit.
I found the culprit. If any of my iLive team are listening, do not touch the roadcaster. Do not touch the microphone levels again, or else I want to put a camera in there. If I find out who it is, it's gonna be a problem. So how you doing, Desiree?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a 2.5 years, maybe 3 years.
Try 4.
Is it 4 years since you've been here, or last time I saw you?
Since probably both.
Yeah. You sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh yes, it would be Soulfest 2008. Yeah, it's 4 years. God Lord.
I know.
So how did the pandemic treat you? How was the pandemic for you? Let's talk about that first.
Pandemic. Well, you know what? The pandemic forced me to calm all the way down because I'm a workaholic, grindaholic. I'm always going, never taking breaks. But the pandemic showed me that it's okay to slow down and take a break, and gave me time to reprioritize my life. So obviously I was stuck at home just like everybody else, and I was teaching piano at a studio at the time, so all of the students were online. Plus I had my own students that I was teaching. And I believe in the first year of the pandemic, I had gotten back on the Toronto District School Board supply list. So I was doing that and had 2 contracts, 2 LTOs for 6 weeks because teachers were taking sick leave.
Right.
And everything was online. So for me, it was a bit of an adjustment to staying home and working because I'm so used to getting up in the morning. I have my routine. I'm out the door. So most of the time I'm not home. So making the switch to staying at home and having to work was a little bit difficult for me. But at the same time, it forced me to reevaluate my life and some of the things that I've gone through and start to work through those things. So,
okay. So yeah, I think it was the same for everybody. I mean, I know I slowed down. Jesus, I was going at a rate of, I would have killed myself if I continued the rate I was going. So it was a good thing the pandemic happened. And obviously there's some changes in my life. I got married and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. Shout out to my wife. She's out in Dubai at the moment, living her best life. She got there this morning. But I know, I guess for everybody, it kind of was a slowdown and a chance to reevaluate what we wanted to do. So musically, did you find yourself more inspired to do music or less inspired to pursue it?
More inspired. I actually spent all of 2020 writing. So I turned it into a writing year because I couldn't leave my house. So I believe I wrote 100+ songs in that entire year.
Wow.
Yeah. And I even did like a series called Daily Vibes. So I would post some of the stuff that I was working on, and I did it for the entire year. So I said, okay, I have all these songs. And then when, the restrictions started, the 25 million restrictions we had.
I like the way people try to say, you really want to say pandemic.
I know.
Everyone wants to say pandemic or whatever it was that happened over those 2 years.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah.
Whether it was planned or not. So so you're saying about the restrictions.
Yeah. So once I started lifting restrictions, I was able to kind of get back out and start doing music stuff. So I did a outdoor show with Main Street Bakehouse in Stouffville. So they had like an artist series that they were doing, and I was able to perform a live set there outside, which was pretty nice. And then going to early 2021, I did some music stuff with Off the Record. So they're a Brampton platform, so they were like showcasing Brampton artists, and I had the opportunity to work with a few Brampton artists, and we did like a recorded session that was posted.
Okay.
And then they actually had me on
Right.
as well as an artist.
Okay.
So lots of things happened
Yeah.
once restrictions kind of.
Right, started to lift a little bit. Yeah, it was very challenging to try and plan anything at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know for a lot of musicians, getting back out on the circuit, there's a lot of money being lost. A lot of people that do music as a livelihood, they're getting obviously the government subsidies to help them along the way. Then they kind of cut it, and then they came back. I know Derek Roach was a big advocate for that.
Yeah.
In terms of consistency and making sure that musicians can continue to eat and continue to survive right during that period, because arts in Canada, especially in Toronto, is a big thing, right? A lot of these artists have relied on that for a number of years. So it was always challenging to kind of work out when exactly this is going to end. Because I'm sure, like yourself, a lot of us thought 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be done.
Yeah.
No one expected 2 years.
No.
No.
But then again, we were the only country that had so many restrictions, locking us down 4 times.
This is true. I mean, there was a few countries that pulled harder triggers than we did.
Yeah.
Like if you went to China, that's a whole different conversation, right? Like
Yeah.
even if you had sniffed, you were shoved into a center somewhere away
Absolutely.
from home and nailed down, right? But I mean, for yourself, and I've spoken to a few artists about what happened in the pandemic and how they took advantage of it. But a lot of people slowed down and really started to work on their craft. They had the opportunity to do so, and also make connections with people, right? Other artists over Instagram, social media, or just listen to other people's music. So, what about yourself? I mean, outside of the obviously the Canadian artists that you work with, Brampton, all the projects you were working on, did you get an opportunity to collaborate with some people that are internationally?
Well, I was collaborating with people internationally before the pandemic. So through my Cover Tuesday series that I started in 2017. So it was in, I believe, 2018, 2019. That's when I started collaborating with people overseas. So I had worked with people from the UK, Russia, China, India. Yeah, and it was literally just they saw my video or they saw me and reached out.
Right.
And I had them a part of the Cover Tuesday series, which now is in its 5th year.
Okay.
So I kind of took a little bit of a break right now just because I have some other things that I'm working through, but I will be bringing that back later on this year.
Right. Yeah, and by all means, I mean, it's a great thing. I've watched it a couple of times. I used to have the conversation piece with Kiara Lear as well, right? I used to have the little conversations as well. But yeah, I think a lot of people took opportunities to really, that's what I'm looking for, really kind of dig into who they are musically, right? I mean, I even got myself a piano.
That's good.
I know, an actual one. Not a keyboard, an actual piano.
What kind?
A Samick.
Okay.
Yeah. Got myself a Samick.
So it's like acoustic.
Yeah.
Legit. Okay.
Yeah, legit.
That's good.
I have no clue. It's all too heavy for me, and I only have one hand. I can't play with this hand.
Gotta try.
Huh? I did. I have. Like, okay, so this happens because I've been wanting Desiree to teach me how to play piano. If for the completely I love music, you know this already, right? I'm into it. But you know, this right hand is completely useless.
Are you left-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Okay.
And I'm a true left-hander. There's some people that are left-handed but can kind of use their right. Like, I can't use my right hand or my right leg. Like, I'm a true left-hander.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. There's very few of us around.
Huh.
Like, you throw a ball at me and try to catch it with my right hand, you'll be like, what is wrong with you? Like, I've just been born and I'm just trying to learn how to use my hands.
So you've never tried to write with your right hand or anything like that?
When I used to play basketball, I did fake everybody. I used to con everybody to think I was right-handed because I'll play on the right-hand side of the court. So they just assumed I was right-handed, but I was actually left-handed. Everything was left. Like, I'm useless with my right. So for us who are challenged on that from that perspective, what's the best way to learn how to use your right with a piano?
Well, don't say useless because you're not useless. Let's be positive, right?
Okay, when you see me try and play with my right hand, you'll be like, okay, you're actually useless with your right hand.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Okay, fine.
Because that's not nice.
Okay, fine. Fine.
But I mean, I've taught people who, you know, have their struggles, right? I mean, I have a lot of right-handed students, right? So I've gotten that, you know, the left hand is hard to understand or it's hard to do the left hand, but it just takes a lot of discipline and a lot of work and technique.
Right.
So if you're willing to put in the work and learn the technique properly, you can play with both hands.
Right. See, the problem with me is I know what I want to play. So I'm just like, if I can't play that, then I'm like, I don't want to do chopsticks. Like, chopsticks is like, I know it gives you the whole, yeah. But I'm like, I know what I want to play. I can hear it. So I just want to.
We'll get you there.
Really? Yes. All right, you heard it right here on Soul Expressions. Desiree D is going to teach me how to play piano. You can't take it back now, Desiree D. I want to record it.
I don't take anything back.
All right, fine.
I got you.
Good, fine. All right. So we've got Desiree D in the studio, joining us on Indie Artist Day 2. Last time we had Chanel Fife and Zen Soul in the studio.
Nice.
You know, on our Indie Day 1, which was really good. I'm trying to get more Canadian artists to get on interviews and do their thing, right? Especially the younger generation, because I'm an old dude. Well, back to you. So tell us how you started getting into music. I mean, when did you start playing? How old were you when you started playing?
I was 6 years old.
Was it a decision that you made or a decision that your parents made?
My Jamaican parents said one day, I guess they noticed that I had a musical talent.
Right.
I used to sing in the church choir when I was really young, even before I was 6. And I guess they noticed that I had some musical talent, and they said, you know, we're going to put her in piano lessons.
Right.
But then again, I have a dad who sings and he used to sing with a group with his friends back in the 80s, and he plays instruments as well.
Right.
So it was kind of like, okay, so which child do we choose?
Right.
Because my brother was not having it.
Right.
So it was a rough few years because number one, I didn't want to do it. Number two, I was forced to do it. Number three, my teachers were trash.
Right. Okay.
So it took about 3 years for me to finally get a teacher, and the teacher looked like me.
Right.
All my teachers were white people.
Right. Gotcha.
Right? So there was that instant connection there. And then also, it wasn't just about piano. It was about, how was your life? You know, so the fact that she was willing to make that personal connection, and it wasn't just about the paycheck and, I just need to teach her so I can get my paycheck and cut. It was more like, okay, how's your life outside of piano? So we were able to make that connection. And then she gave me opportunities to let my gift flourish. So for example, we had recitals, and before the parents would come in, she would let me play as the parents were coming in.
Right.
Right. And she would give me opportunities to learn different types and different styles of music. So it wasn't just classical. So I could, if I had a song that I was working on at church, she would, you know, help me out with it. Or if I had like a popular song that I was working through, she would help me out with it. So it made me enjoy music more because it's like, number one, I have representation. Number two, she's allowing me to try things outside of classical music. Number three, now I'm starting to enjoy it as I get into high school, and now the kids would come in and watch me and request, oh, can you play this song? Can you play this song? They used to call me Alicia Keys because I had my hair braided every day.
Right.
And I was in the music room. So why not, right? And I think it was when I was about to apply to university. And I went to my guidance counselor because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And I remember her exact words, Desiree, when you go to university, make sure you choose something that you love.
Right.
And at that point in time, I had fallen in love with music. And I said, I could see myself continuing to do this. But at the time, I also wanted to be a lawyer. So I figured, okay, let's put the two together, best of both worlds, be an entertainment lawyer. But throughout my journey in university, that changed. And I really was like, okay, no, I think I'm going to keep doing this music thing.
Gotcha.
But I was also teaching at the time too. So I said, oh, so maybe I should just, go to teacher's college.
Right.
So I went to teacher's college and got my teaching degree. And it was that year I decided that, okay, I think it's time for me to share my music with people, and released my first song in 2014. Just to kind of see what the reaction would be, if people would like what I was putting out. So I got a really good response, and I took a couple of years off to kind of refine. And I think at the time I was coming up with different ways to play different songs. And I think I was working through Christmas songs at the time. So,
okay.
Yeah. And then 2016 came and I dropped my debut project 20. And then 6 months after that, I dropped my Christmas project, which was arrangements of Christmas songs that I had worked on for the past 2 years. And then from there, I just started releasing singles. And 2018, I didn't release any music. I had a rough year that year. And that was actually the year that I almost quit.
You almost quit music?
I almost quit being an artist.
Really?
Not a lot of people know that. But yeah, in 2018, it was very rough for me.
Yeah.
I think I was at a point where I wasn't really receiving the support that I thought I deserved. And then I was kind of at a crossroads because I had gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, what else can I do with my sound?
Right.
Because I was relying heavily on other people to, for this part and this part and this part, not realizing that I play all these instruments. What am I doing? I'm an instrumental, like a multi-instrumentalist, and I wasn't tapping into that like I should have been.
Right.
And I was in my studio summer of 2018, and I made a discovery in GarageBand, saw the loop button. Didn't know what it was. Clicked on it, seen all these drum loops and sounds, and I said, "So you mean I've had this computer for 5 years and I didn't know?"
Worked out.
And I was just, looking through, and I was like, "Oh," and that light bulb went off, and I was like, "Okay, this is your chance to take advantage of the other gifts that you're not using."
Right.
And I spent 2018, coming up with different things, and I think it was going into 2019, I started releasing music again, and then I made an engineer switch at the end of 2019, and I was like, okay, I found my sound. So I went from just strictly like jazz and gospel, like live setting, to more of a fusion.
Right.
So now, because I discovered that loop button and GarageBand, I was opening myself to different genres at the time. So jazz, gospel, neo soul, electronic, hip hop, R&B. So I was like, why do one when I can do all of them?
Exactly.
And why only attract one group of people when I can attract everybody? So that's when I was really confident in my sound. I was like, okay, I'm a fusion artist. I can, do a gospel lick here. I can do a jazz chord here. I can do a R&B movement here. I can do classical things here and attract everybody. And the main thing for me was I wanted to be different. I didn't want to sound like a gospel musician or a jazz musician or any person for that matter. I wanted to have my own unique sound. And I spent those years, and even during the pandemic, right, really working on my producing and writing all those songs.
Right.
And where now I'm very confident in the sound that I have.
Gotcha. Wow, that's quite the story, quite the journey. I mean, I think, every artist I've spoken to over the years have gone through that period when they said, screw it. Yeah, when things aren't going right, when they're not getting the recognition. And recognition for the kind of music that you do, back in 2018 was like null and void. Like there's hardly anything around, right? Our station used to play that stuff, but Spotify wasn't really a thing then. It was just kind of coming up. There's some SoundCloud stuff, there's some Bandcamp stuff, but it wasn't really a lot of recognition outside the big artists or the bigger artists that were doing that kind of thing. So like I said, every artist has gone through that. Why am I doing this moment? But you're an artist.
But I think it was more of, I guess I learned this many years later that it was a matter of trusting the timing of my life.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm somebody who was like, okay, I need it to happen now. Like, kind of impatient in that way because it's like, why is it not happening right now? Like, what's going on? You know, but after even present day now, looking back, I was like, wow, I had to really trust the timing and just trust that things are going to work out. It may not happen on my time, but I just have to continue to put in the work. And
I'm a firm believer that, you know, every person has their moment, and when the time is right, the time is right. You know, it's not always a case of, you know, we always want it now. We always want it immediately. Like, you know, once you've worked hard enough for it, and the thing is, you know, it's good, and you get frustrated and wondering, well, why doesn't anybody else see it? What I see. I mean, but once again, it's that timing piece. And think about it this way: if you had garnished a certain level of success then, when you wanted it, would you have progressed the way you've progressed to where you are now? You know, you may have restricted yourself, if anything, you know, in terms of your ability to expand your skill set, become a multi-instrumentalist, become a fusion artist, as opposed to where you were sitting at that time. Because I can tell you right now, I used to listen to your stuff back then, listen to your stuff now, you see the difference, you hear the difference and the progression, right? And I think that's one of the really good things that the pandemic did for artists that took it seriously during that period. There's a few artists that, you know, pandemic took them down. They're still now they haven't come out of it, you know, and they realize that the world's leaving them behind or left them behind. And now they're trying to come out now. They feel it's too late now for me. And they've kind of gone away from it. Right. But I've always said a person who loves music is in their soul and they make it. It never stays hidden or buried forever. Eventually the itch will come and you'll start doing it again. Right. And start building yourself back up. But no, great. So fast forward to now 2022. And now you're in 2022, and you've got a new EP coming out.
Yes, I
do.
do.
So tell us a little bit about your EP.
So after 6 years, because it's been 6 years, and people bothering me all the time when I'm going to drop another project. But the thing with me and music is it has to make sense, and there has to be intention behind me releasing music. I'm not just going to put up music just to satisfy everybody. And that was also like something that I had to work through, like people pleasing, because I'm guilty of that. And this year, specifically, I said, I'm just going to put out music whenever I feel like it. Like, I'm not going to go on anybody's timing. Whatever feels right, I'm going to do it. And right now, I'm kind of in a healing journey and healing from, like, trauma and mental health and all that stuff. And I was sitting in my room at the beginning of the year, and I was just thinking about all the things that I've been going through during the pandemic, and the word self came to mind, and I made it a priority this year to just focus on myself. So mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, focus on Desiree. And the word self came up, and I was like, oh, self. But also, this is like a way for me to kind of connect more with people. A lot of people may not have seen this side of me before, more vulnerable, more transparent about my journey. So yes, I'm a musician, but I go through things too in life. Okay. You know, and this year is about sharing my story. Yeah. And this is a part of my story. So this project, Self, is me redefining who I am through self-love, self-care, and self-reflection. And I believe it's important as an instrumentalist and also a Black woman to share, you know, my personal struggles with mental health and connecting with people who may be going through the same thing, but also it's something that's not talked about in the Black community. And people will get a chance to kind of hear through my instrumentation how self-care, how self-love, and how self-reflection relates to, you know, my personal and current healing journey.
Wonderful. So what we're going to do, we're going to play a track from, thank you for sending us some advanced music. We're going to play a track from you called Care For You. What can you tell us about this track?
So that part of the track is just about caring for myself better. I've been guilty of, you know, caring for everybody else and neglecting myself. And it's important for me to put back all of that energy that I was giving to everybody else back into myself. So, healing for myself, caring for myself, doing the things that I love to do. And yeah, just getting back to Desiree and, focusing on her.
Gotcha. All right, so this is Soul Expressions. This is Indie Artist Day. We're going to play Care For You, Desiree D, coming from the latest EP, soon to be released, titled Self. So it's Desiree D, latest creation called Care For You. So is this EP mainly instrumentally based?
A majority of the tracks are. And the single that I released in April called Comfortable, featuring Macklin from, he's a Virginia-based neo-soul vocalist. That song will be on there as well too.
Right.
But it's majority instrumental.
Okay. And is that a conscious decision on yourself in terms of do just mainly instrumental stuff due to the complexities of performing it live with singers, or is it just your preference?
It's my preference.
Okay.
I mean, it just depends on the song, because sometimes I may want a vocal feature. Sometimes I may want an instrumental feature.
Right.
Right? So if you look at my catalog from last year, I believe I had one song for the entire year with a vocal collab because people were asking for it because it had been a while. But although I love collaborating with people, I want to still hone my instrumentalist craft and showcase that, especially since there has been a change in my sound starting from 2018, 2019-ish. Going into 2020 is where fusion was there. So I wanted to make sure that I released music with that new sound in mind.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you. And yeah, it's I'm looking at it for, obviously we do live shows and stuff like that. So I'm looking at it from a live show perspective. It's almost like a bit like what Robert Glasper does, right? Like Robert Glasper can hold down a whole show by himself, personality and his piano, right?
Right.
And there's a few artists that do that really, really well. Over in the UK, there's a There's right now having a festival, and Patrice Rushen is there.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyone knows anything about Patrice Rushen, who you remind me of, by the way, in terms of the multi-instrumentalist factor. Like, she plays everything, literally.
Yeah.
She's a supreme keyboardist, but she plays drums, she plays everything. And some of my favorite tracks from her are actually her instrumental cuts, even though she can sing.
Yeah.
Instrumental, like number one is like my favorite Patrice Rushen track.
Yeah.
It's just beast mode on that. So I just saw some video earlier. Someone was videoing her playing it, and she's like nearly 80. And she's just throwing down on this big stage. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So you're tuned into Soul Expressions. My name's DJ Sessions. I'm here with Desiree D. Going through, talking a bit about our history. Talk a little bit about Toronto now. Let's talk a little bit about artists in Toronto. I mean, who do you listen to right now, artist-wise?
So right now, I've been listening to Zen Soul.
Okay.
Let's see. Romeo Wilson, Fame Holiday, Monte Biggs. Who else is out there? Faiza, I believe that's her name. There's a whole bunch of Milo.
Right.
Who else? Amira.
Okay.
Most of these guys are Brampton based.
Right.
But they're like killing it right now. Right? Just in my opinion. And also everything Ocean.
Yeah.
Private name, private number.
Right.
Like those guys are killing it right now. So it's just nice to see my black people killing it in Toronto right now. Leila Day.
Yeah. It's so different from 2017, 2018.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of the landscape of the music, right? They had a few crews out there, like the Crystal Collective and a few of those people doing their stuff 2017, 2018 time. But just the explosion and the acceptance of, I guess, what they call independent R&B music that comes out of this country and being supported in country, which is the most important thing.
Yep.
People in the country are starting to support it. You have to go outside the country, get big to come back inside.
And I never understood why we have to leave. And this is why, and it's funny because people ask me all the time, Desiree, how come you're still here? I said, where am I going? Because think about it. I understand how people feel about, lack of support and Toronto's crab in the bucket mentality and all of that, which is still prevalent, unfortunately. But think about it. If I leave, I still have to go and, make my name in this other place, whether it's the UK or the US or China or Japan. I still have to build my base there. So why am I leaving? My thing is, like, if I can, work with as many people in the city as I can, that's how I'm going to, put my name out there, right? I'm all about building my city as much as, they can do so much better in terms of support, especially for black people. And I think in our own black community, we need to do better.
Yes.
With support.
We do.
And not be selective supporters, because unfortunately that is what I've seen. A lot of selective support, like, we're only going to support this group of people. We're not going to support this. And it's in our own community where that's happening. It's kind of sad and frustrating because it's like we all have the same goal, but unfortunately some of us are kind of selfish.
Yeah. It's, coming from the outside of Toronto, obviously, come from a different culture. I've had this conversation with a few people and they talked about success for music. And obviously certain musical styles are successful, others aren't. Some people have broken through and got really big. And the rest of them struggle. And like you said, within the black community and black music, or even music of black origin, there is fractures and cliques, and people will like hit up Zene Soul, won't go and support Chanel 5 or the Sisters of East Toronto or whatever it is. There's these internal cliques, and within those cliques, there's cliques within them, and not understanding that if you all just kind of rose up together and said, "Hey, let's go across," you have quite a formidable talent pool, right? Which can be recognized, right? And some of it's by design. Yeah, it's done that way. And the other piece as well is very cultural, right? And I say it from this perspective, like your parents' background is where?
Jamaican.
Okay,
yeah.
That's a perfect classic example. Okay, so your parents are Jamaican, and a lot of people that migrated here from Jamaica came to Canada and raised their families and became part of the Canadian culture. But one thing, I guess, different to what happened in the UK is that once our parents came to England, we couldn't go back. We couldn't travel back. We can't go back for vacations. We were stuck on this island thousands of miles away. So because we're now stuck here, and parents came in the 50s and 60s, they started to build their lives, and their kids were born. The kids weren't going back either because you couldn't afford to go back. One thing I noticed when I first came here many, many years ago is that it was a yearly thing. I'm going back to Jamaica, I'm going back to Trinidad, I'm going back here, I'm going back there. So that connection to your island never really allowed us to create what I consider to be Black Canadian culture, right? We held on to our roots because we were able to go back and forward.
Right.
So in that isolation I had in the UK, Black British culture was born in the 70s, and then it was a case of, okay, we don't want to look or sound like any of these people, we're going to develop our own thing. So that's why since those days, we took jazz, funk, and fusion and soul music and created Brit funk, and groups like Light of the World, Central Line, like in the late 70s, became really big. Temperton, who was in Germany originally but spent a lot of time in England, did all the Michael Jackson stuff. Rod Temperton, same thing, right? So it was involved in that same cultural build that happened in the 70s and developed their own sound. And then, as you can see, kind of UK music has gone that way. We've always taken stuff and made it our own and then create a completely different style from it. And then the community supported it to make it grow, right? Here, when someone said to me once, does Canada have its own R&B sound? I was like, no.
We don't.
They don't. We just don't.
And I think it's, again, back to your point where people, I guess the Jamaicans who, immigrated here, it's just the constant back and forth. There's nothing being established because everybody wants to leave.
Yes.
And now I understand why certain people leave, because we haven't really cultivated anything that is, there was no foundation to begin with.
Exactly.
And the fact that there was no foundation, this is like, okay, well, I'm not getting support here, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to go here and I'm going to go here and I'm going to go here. That makes so much more sense.
Yes. Plus you're competing with your cousins to the south, right?
But I find, like, even for me, that I have a more stronger support system in the U.S. Than I do here. And I understand why people were like, oh, you would blow up in the UK. And I'm like, but why would I leave?
Right.
Right?
And this is so true, right? Like, one of the really frustrating things for me coming from the outside and watching the amount of talent, like, if you're looking at, you're a country of 34 million people. 39 million is it now? Okay.
Something like that. Yeah.
Whatever it is. Let's say 39 million. Maybe kind of slowed down a little bit and a lot of people left, right? But you're a very small country for a landmass twice the size of the United States of America. Okay? Everyone lives across the borders. So it's a lot of land to cover, right? In England, which can fit inside of Ontario, there's 60 million people, very tightly packed together, right? So, and in the States, obviously, there's a ton, like 330 million people. You could be in Detroit, become a star in Detroit. Nobody else outside Detroit will ever hear of you. You could be a millionaire and have a whole music scene yourself, right? So when areas that have a very developed and very mature music scene pick up something and they say, this is good, then they support it, right? Because it's about the music. Here, it goes in waves, right? It's almost like a trending thing. I call it clout chasing.
Yep.
Right? And also the individualism in music is starting to erode. A bit like hip hop. In the 90s, no one wanted to sound like each other.
No, this is true.
Right?
Yep.
Now, people look at it as, I need to sound like that person to get here. So, and that goes for the singers too.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone's got this, no offense, this moody voice thing that they're doing right now, which is like, you want to punch them in their chest and say, sing the song. Just sing the note. Sing the note.
Yeah.
Kill your auto-tune.
Yeah.
Just sing the goddamn song.
Yeah.
It's like there's this kind of sound and this wave and this kind of, it's all trying to sound the same.
It loses its authenticity
Completely.
as well too, because it's like we're still trying to find our footing, and I think because Canada has this tendency to copy.
Like Japanese.
Copy.
Like the Japanese.
Yeah, copy. right? It's this copy mentality. Everybody wants to copy each other. I don't know why people want to copy each other. Like, I just want to be different, right? And I'm hoping one day we find our foundation again.
Yeah. I mean, is it even possible to do so?
I think it is, but again, it's going to have to be a collective decision.
Right, a generational one. Right. So I said to someone, I think we're about maybe 1 or 2 generations from finding the foundation right now. I think so. We're starting to.
We are.
Yeah. Your generation now starting to find its sound and its feet. That's why over the last 5 years, the Zen Souls come up and the Sinner Fives have come up, and everyone's starting to come up now. And not only that, people on the outside start to recognize the scene as well.
Yep.
Right. There's a few people that are now getting sync deals on TV programs and series and all that kind of stuff, and like they're Canadian, because they know this talent comes from Canada. Like the amount of people that you've got for the amount of talent that you produce is unheard of, like literally unheard of.
Yeah.
But you can see why, because it's hyper competitive. To be seen and recognized, you have to be exceptional at what you do or really good at what you do in Canada to be recognized or picked up by someone outside. So it's hyper competitive.
Yep.
And that's also what I believe feeds the division. Because everyone's competing to be picked up. And I always say to people, by what? Or by who? Like, you want to get picked up in Canada? You want to get picked up in the US? Like, what does that mean in the modern day? I don't know. You know, your fans, you can go build your fans anywhere.
It's true.
Yeah, you've got the platforms to do so. There's no barriers anymore.
Yeah.
So what you're fighting against. So, it's still got another generation to kind of roll through that. I know we're doing a lot of talking, and it's 6:45. It is, I say 6:45. I'm talking like I'm British in England.
No, that's correct.
It's 18:46 and 55 seconds right here on iLive Radio Toronto. I'm in conversation with Desiree D on Indie Music Day. I want to play another track from you. Where did it go?
Are you going to play Late Arrival?
I was going to play Late Arrival, but where did it go? Did I accidentally delete it?
I hope not.
You know what? I'm going to play right now. I'm going to play Comfortable.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play Late Arrival, because I think I've accidentally taken it off my wall of thing somewhere in there when I was going to rush to open the door. So this is the one you did with Macklin.
Yes.
All right. So how did you connect with Macklin?
Like everybody connects on Instagram.
That's it.
Yeah, it's funny because I posted a video of just like a vibe, and I think I wrote, I want to hear some different singers on it. And he messaged me out of the blue, and he was like, can I, duet? I said, of course. And I heard his duet, and I said, okay, I have to get you on something.
Right.
And months later and going into this year, I came up with this project, and I was trying to figure out, okay, what song is going to be the single? And this one happened to be the single, and I sent it to him, and I said, this is my vision for it. And this is how I love Jesus and God, because it just fit, right? And he was going through his own journey, and it just made sense.
Okay.
And he sent me the lyrics, and I said, wow, this is exactly how I envisioned the song. And even just in my own personal journey, because sometimes, like, I'm an instrumentalist, I'm not a lyricist, so I'm not good with words in that sense, but he was able to come up with the lyrics of what it kind of where I was trying to go with the song, and everything just meshed together.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm letting you know right now, he bodied this song. Just letting you know that right now. Macklin, in fact, I heard it, never heard of him before, went to find more music from him, and I was like, oh, this guy's good.
Yeah.
He's very, very, very good. And it was one of our former singles of the week. This is Desiree D featuring Macklin. This track is called Comfortable.
Looking in the mirror, head full, mind clouded and dreary. Yet I'm reminded that I'm wonderfully made. Self-care's where I live. Oh, I can be okay with who I'm meant to be each day. I'm changing, transforming, and shaping. And in the end, I'm a stronger and healthier me. I'm learning through the stress and fear. Loving myself better, taking time to heal. I'm becoming comfortable.
Comfortable. Desiree D. Featuring Macklin. Absolutely bodied this track. There's a quick announcement. Don't forget, all roads lead down to the I can't even pronounce this word. Paminar Cafe or Cafe Paminar, 307 Augusta Avenue, Toronto tonight. You have live in the back Olive B, Jusso, Tika Holiday, and Vanessa. Why do people can't give themselves proper words, names, man? Like, I don't understand.
Vanessa, I'm pretty sure.
Vanessa?
Vanessa, yeah.
Vanessa?
I think so, yeah.
Like, why do you call yourself Vanessa? Is it a guy or
It's a girl.
It's a girl? Call yourself Vanessa now. I don't understand.
No comment.
I say, that's call yourself Vanessa, man. You deal with. You know what I mean? Make us start struggling over here on language.
Not my name.
You see, Desiree's just throwing her hands up like, why can't you have a name like Desiree? Makes sense.
I'm just not gonna comment.
So we've got Desiree in the studio, Indie Music Day 2, right here on iLive Radio. All right, so we've been having this conversation in the back end, and we'll get to Marcus Aurelius in a minute. We'll talk about vocalists as well, but let's have this conversation first.
Okay.
So tomorrow, Canada Music Week starts, or Canadian Music Week, and I asked Desiree, like, so what are you doing for Canadian Music Week? Like, are you performing somewhere? Are you involved in it? Like, come on, this is the time we're supposed to celebrate Canadian music. And her answer was, I haven't done it for a couple of years. And now I found out that to get involved with Canada Music Week or Canadian Music Week, you have to pay our money. You have to pay our money.
You have to pay our money, yes.
Okay, so look, one of the great things about Canada is how well the arts are funded by funders, right? Whether it's Factor or, Ontario Music or whatever it is. Super funded. Organizations are super funded too. Okay? So knowing that Canada Music Week is a funded the people that run it is all funded. Why are you charging artists?
I don't know. I mean, when I signed up in 2019, they had two fees. So they had the early bird fee, and then they had the fee after the early bird date. And I'm trying to remember if I hit the early bird deadline. I maybe did. But even then, so I did the show, and basically you would get paid based on how many tickets were bought for you.
Right.
And my payout wasn't wasn't the greatest. So I was kind of like, okay, so I paid all this money to, be a part of this. Mind you, if I pay this money, I may not even get chosen.
So let me get it straight. You pay our money, and if you get chosen I'm guessing it's by a jury or a selection committee, because that's how it usually works, right? Then you get paid out based on how much tickets get sold by you or for you.
I think for me.
Okay, so if you do a show and 100 people come out, you get a percentage of ticket sales?
I think so, yeah.
Or all of the ticket sales?
I think it's a percentage from what I remember. Okay. I don't even think it's the whole thing because, they probably take their cut out of that. But who knows? This was 2 years ago. I don't remember.
I find it very interesting.
Me too.
Very interesting. Something like the organization that runs Canadian Music Week. Obviously, if I'm looking at the rules of Factor, for example, they'll be funded up to 90% of their total expenses, including bringing on artists. And if you applied and you paid to get on, that means it's based on jury selection. So when you do a festival, one of the things you have to do is select a jury to decide who gets on and who doesn't get on.
Yeah.
Now, if I pay our money to get on, and I don't get on, I expect my money back.
Facts.
Facts, right? Okay. Well, you don't get your money back.
Nope.
They're already 90% funded. The rest of their funding comes from sponsorship because they have big sponsors.
Yeah.
So either they don't know how to budget, or they're making all that money back on their own by themselves, on top of the money that they've already got from.
Or
whatever.
they're making it back from everybody that's applied. Because even if you look at North by Northeast, I didn't have to pay for that.
No.
Or even to apply to TD Jazz Festival, I didn't have to pay for that. Let's see. And there's a couple other ones that you don't have to pay for.
Right.
So I'm confused as to why I have to pay for.
Well, I think okay. So I think this is the reason why, right? TD Jazz Festival is a corporately sponsored thing, right? Completely, TD sponsors that whole thing. Right?
Yeah.
It's privately sponsored. They may get a little money from the city to put stuff on, but essentially it's privately funded. Same with North by Northeast. It's like that's privately funded.
Yeah.
Canada Music Week or Canadian Music Week is a not for profit, right?
We need to done off.
Yeah, but I know. It's a not for profit, right? So if a not for profit, there's rules around funding that you have to do. Did they ever tell you that you can actually apply to Factor to cover the fee to apply for that?
No, I didn't even know that.
Yes, you can.
Well, I wish I knew that for the last 6 years when I was paying money to them.
Yeah, you can. No, you can. So we found that out when we were doing, well, after we finished Soulfest 2018, we were looking at 19, and we had a meeting with Factor. And Factor turned around and said to us that we have to do a committee now if we want to be funded, get a bunch of people to decide who's coming on the show. They said to us, okay, so who's going to come on your festival next year? I said, well, we've kind of got the lineup kind of worked out in our heads. They said, yeah, well, we can't fund you then. So well, why not? Oh, because you have to have a jury to select who comes on, then the people have to apply, and you have to evaluate what that is, right? But they said that what you can do, if you do have artists that do that, if you have a fee to cover the administration of running the jury and the selection and all that kind of stuff, he goes, your artists that you're bringing on, you can tell them they can apply to Factor for funding to cover that coming in. Canadian Music, we should have told you that.
Interesting.
Factor will fund it.
I wish I knew that in 2019.
Yes, Factor will fund that. It will fund that.
And honestly, like, I figured there was no festival in 2020 because of the pandemic, right? And in 2021, there also wasn't one unless they did it virtually.
No,
they did something virtually, but it
did.
wasn't a whole festival. So this year is the first year in, 3 years that they're having it live again. It's the same thing. Pay for... early bird and then this fee, and I didn't even know. Someone's pocketing that money. I need to know who.
Yeah, and this is where I talk about, the kind of grey area of funding and how money moves, etc., and who funds what. Like, I didn't even know OVO was a not-for-profit part of it. They've got a not-profit organisation that funds 70% of OVO.
Oh, really?
Factor does.
Interesting.
Factor funds OVO.
So if they're getting Factor funded, why are they charging us?
Because I remember having a conversation with Factor, and I don't care because me and Factor don't get on for this very reason. When Factor told us that it would be difficult for us to get funded, it was like, well, we have all the elements. Like, we have the educational piece, we've got the Canadian acts that are coming in, we'll do the jury thing, and they were like, well, every excuse under the sun. But then the fact they fund OVO is actually public record. You have to go on the internet and find that out, right? So I'd actually done my research. I said, okay, so how comes OVO gets funded? It's not a festival. It's a festival, but not like, I don't see any educational piece to OVO. I don't see any of that stuff. Their answer was, well, because Drake as an artist,
of course,
right, is a top dollar artist, they're like, well, there's a particular category for artists like that want to put on stuff, and we will help fund them for initiatives to help put other people on and do these festivals. I'm like, okay, right. But then it's public record. They fund 90% of that. And why? Because having Factor as part of OVO boosts Factor's status, right?
And because it's Drake.
It's Drake.
So trash.
And that's kind of the shadiness of what happens. But it's unfortunate because something like Canada Music Week actually will help artists like yourself. So what's the answer? See, that's not the answer. It's not the answer. What's the answer? You have the answer. You said the answer earlier. You did. Without realizing you said what the answer was.
Oh, wow. Wow, I just lost my... What was the question?
Well, you said the answer indirectly, right? And when I say you said the answer directly, you know, we have all these artists now. All these people, Zen Soul, all these people.
Oh, okay.
What are we doing there?
We need to put on our own festival.
Oh, no, don't put on your own festival. Put on your own music week.
Yeah, we all need to. And this is the thing.
Put
Why
on-
have all these people? But then again, they're going to be like, oh, we're bringing all these industry people and this and this and that. I'm like, okay, but then it turns into this whole like, it's for... I just lost the word that I was going to say. Exposure. Oh, so we're bringing all these industry people, so exposure.
Yeah, what does that mean?
And then who's to say you're actually going to get all this exposure?
What does exposure mean? Like, literally, what does it mean?
Exposed
It means you're getting exposed to have these people watch you perform. And then what?
Exactly.
I never understood that. Like a bunch of people that don't really care about the music that's in front of them. They just want to be there because everybody else is there and it looks good for them to be there. Like people who are really about their craft and about finding real talent will go find it.
Yeah.
They'll go to every single show. They'll go to every little nook and cranny event, looking and scouting for talent. That's what's supposed to happen. You know, when you have these things like, you know, come over here. Like it's almost like saying, well, you're an artist, but I don't want to pay you, but I'm not going to pay you to play or pay you to do your show, but there'll be a bunch of people there that expose you to, so you'll be exposed, the music will be exposed to them and you get more fans. Okay. Really? And that means what? My Spotify numbers are going to suddenly jump? See, Desiree's just like not talking right now. It's like, we need some controversy.
Because it's just... foolishness. It's foolishness.
Yeah. And that's the downside, I think, sometimes of the Canadian industries.
And that's why I don't do some of these festivals, because now I get no like exposure for anything. So I have to find my own ways of navigating.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, even for us when we do our Soul Fest, I mean, like we fund everything out of our pockets, right? This is my salary money going into this stuff, right? Which is a lot, right? It's a lot of money. But even when we did our very first show, which was like Omar, Glenn Lewis, and Ivana Santilli, you know, we put Lisa Banton on, and you know, I said she came in like super last minute. Her UK manager came to me and said, "Can you put her on?" I'm like, I don't have a spot for her. But I said, you know what, let's give her an opportunity. But even in giving her an opportunity, even though I couldn't give her any money, I said to her, bring your CDs, set up a table, sell your stuff. I don't want to cut. Like, go make some money. People are going to hear you on stage. Go over there. There's your little merch table. Sell what you need to go sell. Yeah. If you can't give them money to perform, give them an opportunity. Give her an opportunity to make some money right there and then, right? So I think it's very, very important that everyone does get dinero or some kind of advantage for doing it, not just exposure.
Exactly.
Yeah, exposure doesn't do anything.
Because you never know if you're going to get picked up or not.
Well,
There's no guarantee on exposure. That's why it's like when people come to me, oh, can you do this event? Okay, am I getting compensation? No, not really, but we're going to give you exposure. That exposure is not guaranteed.
No.
So are you going to let me sell my stuff?
Yeah, put on yeah. If you can go and sell your stuff, sell my merch, whatever. Yeah. Like, you know, I've always been a proponent of, you know, even when we did our festivals, you know, usually in festival situations, if an artist wants to sell merch, like, promoters taking 30% of that because I'm giving you my audience and you're paying money off your audience. I'm like, nah, why?
I'm good.
Like, why? You know, when Zoe came over the first time, said there's a merch table. He's like, so what's the cut? I said, cut of what? The cut of the takings. Yeah. There's no cut of the takings. Yeah. We'll give you a table. Go sell what you need to go sell. Isn't that the point?
And most times they will sell out the merch.
Oh, he did.
Oh,
he absolutely did. He sold out. He got paid to do the gig. He got paid to come up here, and he sold his merch. That's it. That's actual support.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and I think that's what we lack sometimes. But I think there's prime opportunity for us as independent black organizers of events or musicians or artists to come together and work out how to do our own music week.
Yep. And use all our connections.
And use all the connections you have to get it done.
Yeah.
Do our own music week. You know, whatever that looks like. There is an organization, I don't know if you've ever heard of them, called the Collective Music Nation.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, a guy called Tim Frey, he runs it, and he's trying to build a network across the country that does this. So he's about to launch the Canada Hall of Fame for black music. Yeah, so he's about to launch that in September. Interesting. Right, yeah. He wants to do a bunch of initiatives, very ambitious. So he's kind of going across the country and negotiating with people and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, we're big supporters of what he does. We put his ads on our show and all that kind of stuff. But ultimately, that's what you want to do. You know, it's just making sure that you do for the right reasons. Exactly. Some people don't.
And that it sticks and continues. Because sometimes, you know, we do things and it's a one-hit wonder. And
you mean like the Stylus Awards? What happened to the Stylus Awards? I came here, the Stylus Awards were big. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it just disappeared one day. Like, what happened to the Stylus Awards?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah?
I could not tell you.
All right, Desiree D, this is what I say. After this conversation, I'm gonna task you to start thinking about how you're gonna put together a music week. Okay. On paper. Just go away and say, we should talk it to your people. Say, do you think we should do a music week? They have African Music Week. Yeah? You know?
True.
Why don't you have like a soul and R&B music week? Why can't we have a black soul, Canadian soul music week? Or Canadian R&B music week?
And anybody can be a part of it. It's not going to be selective. Because we want independent artists, people who are actually independent artists to be, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe what you should call it is Canada Indie R&B Music Week. To make sure all the commercial people don't come in there and try and jump in and take it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't want it to be like I think
because I feel like if we put it name it the other way, then you know.
Yeah, or you might lose control of it, or people just start to.
People will try to put their own people on there, and the people who deserve to be, you know, part of it
exposed. Okay, I hear that. All right, so
it gives upcoming artists a chance as well too.
Up and coming, or emerging?
Emerging, both. Both, yeah.
Yeah, because apparently that there is a designation called emerging artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, certain funding organizations don't deal with emerging artists.
That's very interesting. Huh.
Yeah. They define emerging artists as this. They want to see 25,000 people on your Instagram. They want you to have at least 50,000 streams on a song.
Wow, I don't even have that. Not yet.
Before they consider you to be an emerging artist.
Wow.
So when I asked the funding body, before you had Spotify and before you had Instagram, how did you measure it?
Interesting. And what did they say?
Word of mouth.
That's hilarious.
Word of mouth and reputation. I said, so when did that disappear?
Yeah.
Listen,
and why is that not a deciding factor? Why does it have to be streams and Instagram followers? I mean, I have 19,500 followers,
right?
And I have one song that maybe 30,000 streams on Spotify. I don't even have 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Not yet, but I have combined streams.
You are considered to be a non-emerging artist. You're considered to be an up and coming artist.
That's so dumb.
Yes.
That's I'm sorry. That's dumb.
Don't get me started on that nonsense. I looked at the person across the room incredulously.
Sorry. So who is this person who made the designation?
I am not going.
You don't have to say their name.
I'm not going to state the organization. Right? I've already stated them. Yeah. Right. So essentially, if I've got 25,000 fans that follow me and communicate on a regular basis, and I've got 50,000 streams already, why do I need you?
Exactly.
I'm already here. Why do I need you?
Exactly. as people would say, oh, I've arrived, so I know I need
Yeah.
these people. I mean, I have 25,000 dedicated followers, 50,000 shares. I don't need you.
It's the additional artist support they can give you to get you to 1 million. But then that's just hitching your wagon to a train that's already moving.
I want to move my own wagon.
Yeah, move your own wagon. Right, exactly. All right, so we'll play one more track from your up-and-coming EP, Self. This one's called Late Arrival. Tell us about Late Arrival.
Well, it's not on that EP.
Okay, so I'm
actually.
sorry, I apologize.
That's okay.
See, that's why you should have told me it's not on the EP. I just saw 3 tracks. You sent me 3 tracks on the road, right?
I did send you 3 tracks, but I'm pretty sure I was specific.
You were?
Yeah.
That shows me. That's my fault for not looking at my notes. Go ahead.
But yeah, Late Arrival is a song that I released in June last year.
Okay.
And the song that has been giving me a lot of buzz as of late. So it's been played on national radio, CBC radio, twice since its release, which was a huge deal because that's been on my vision board for the last 5 years to get played on a national radio station.
Yeah.
And I remember like creating that song because that song is from my first project that I put out, and I decided to do a remix to celebrate the 5-year anniversary last year.
Okay.
And I knew that when I put out the remix, I said the song is going to do well. It's going to do well.
Okay.
And I remember when CBC Radio came up with this, The Block by CBC Radio division. And I said, okay, let me submit my song. Let me just try a thing. So I get a response back saying, oh, we love the song, but we don't play instrumental music. Now, the old Desiree could have been like, okay, this is another rejection. Let me just dash it away. I don't care. But I said, no, I'm going to respond. So I responded and I said, well, that's too bad because instrumental music is on the rise right now. I hope you find a way to put it in your program. Got a notification 2 months after from them saying that they were playing the song. I said, oh, okay, this is great. And then I applied to CBC Searchlight this year and they played it again.
Okay.
So, and then I got an email from the city of Toronto, and they're going to be adding it to their Music 311 program. So when you call in,
right,
you'll be able to hear the song as well.
Gotcha. That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's excellent news. I have my opinions, but it's excellent news. Anyway, let's get on with Late Arrival. Late Arrival, the remix, as featured on The Block, BBC Searchlight, or it's a CBC Searchlight, should I say. And soon, if you call into somewhere, then you'll be able to hear it top. City of Toronto. So, you know, if you guys could ever hear the conversations we have when the music's playing and the mics are off, you will laugh. You'll literally laugh. So, I swear to God, Desiree, like, so when she said The Block, I instantly had an instant like cringe reaction because I don't like the concept of The Block. In fact, I don't even like the fact that it's called The Block.
I heard it was supposed to be called something else.
I heard it was supposed to be called something else as well, but you know,
which I found was kind of
it's offensive,
racist.
It's offensive. What it does, it takes black music and kind of, you know, stereotypes it immediately. Like, I'm on the block. That's a very Afrocentric black community word.
Yeah.
And you use that to encapsulate music, black music. And when I say black music, right, let's be clear. All music's black music. Let's be clear. All music is black music.
That part.
Right, so let's get that out of the way. Right, so if we're talking about music of black origin, based on the bubble that they create, you not only create you create a bubble when you call it The Block. Mm-hmm. That means that, you know, if it takes someone like, you know, I don't know if she's got on there as yet, State of Sate, you know, State of Sate? State of Sate. Sate. Or she's called Sate. She's a black rock chick.
Yeah, I like that.
She is so dope. Been doing it in the city for years. Went down and did the Afro thing down in New York, blew that up. Always stays on the peripheries of rock music because rock music is traditionally, as far as Canada's concerned, done by a bunch of white people. Where her music easily competes, in fact, is better than most. Yeah, but to me, something like that should be on The Block. But it doesn't fit The Block. The Block is...
It's not supposed to be highlighting Canadian black artists? I'm confused.
Well, this is the thing. Is it highlighting Canadian black artists or Canadian black music of a certain type?
And that's the definition that we need to find out. Because I was under the impression that, you know, they're supposed to be showcasing all Canadian black artists. I didn't think that there were discrepancies and red ink to that.
Well, they need to start playing State of Sate. And they should be playing instrumentals like yours.
I think all radio stations should be playing instrumental music. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I've submitted to other radio stations. I'm not going to name those radio stations, but you know.
You seem quite animated and agitated when you say that. I've submitted to a certain radio station. Like, so did you submit to what?
The joke is these are radio stations that have on their submission list instrumental music.
Right.
And no response.
Right.
So I'm confused.
So did you submit to The Wave?
No.
Did you submit to Jazz FM?
Yeah.
And they didn't play you?
Nope. I even got email communication and they never played me once.
Jazz FM didn't play you?
Nope. I remember when I released my first project in 2016, I reached out to them and I think I got a response and they were like, oh, we'll get back to you. And then I sent them Late Arrival last year. Yeah. And I got an email response after like 2 months. And it was the same thing. Oh, well, I'll listen and get back to you. We're in 2022, June.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay, cool. I've also submitted to Vibe.
Vibe 105. Yeah. Did it play?
Momentum on Vibe.
Yeah.
And on there, they say instrumental music never got any email communication from them.
Well, first of all,
So.
I know the guys that run Momentum, because Momentum used to be a show on iLive, and they got poached from iLive to go to Vibe. All right, so I'll hit up the guy directly and say, you make sure you get this on your playlist. Let's get that done.
Because I've sent them
three
songs.
3 songs,
Yeah.
and they never put anything on the playlist.
I didn't even get any response. And that's the thing. Like if you're asking people to submit their stuff, even if you're not going to play it, a simple communication through email would be nice to let me know, like, you actually received it, because I didn't even get an email saying, "Oh, hi Desiree D, we received your none of those." So if you're gonna tell people to submit music, at least communicate with them. That was the missing piece.
Right. Did you submit it to Flow when it was Flow?
I submitted to Flow, yes.
Did you submit to G98.7?
Yes.
Did they play it?
I've been played on G98.7 through their Soul Jazz show with Marian Rodriguez.
Right.
I've been played a few times on her program. I've also submitted for other things. Like I submitted my song that I did with Sean C. Johnson back in 2019. That was played on the gospel section. I've submitted other R&B stuff. No response. That's okay. I've submitted for interviews. No response. I even submitted Late Arrival to them now, because they're now Flow 98.7 or whatever. And I submitted Comfortable as well. No response.
That's interesting. So once again, Mr. Gary Gunter's a good friend of mine, right?
This is wild.
So I told you, man, we're connected, eh? So Mr. Gary Gunter's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be going playing golf in a couple of weeks for a weekend. I'm actually going to, in the car, and play Comfortable over and over and over again.
And play Late Arrival as well.
And Late Arrival. I'm going to play more. I'm going to play everything that's yours. I'm going to look at him and say, you like this? And he's going to say, yeah, I love it, because he's from the States. He loves that kind of stuff. So why aren't you playing it? It's a Canadian artist been submitted to your station about 50 times. What's going on?
Submitting to them for the past 6 years.
Yeah, what's going on? So talking about that, talk about radio for you as an artist, and this is from the artist side.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think with Spotify and Bandcamp and streaming services now that radio is even relevant for you as an artist? Be honest, my feelings will not be hurt.
No, that's okay. I mean, I love radio. I grew up on radio, right? So I believe there still is relevance for radio, because, again, there are people who still listen to the radio, right? Yeah, we have all these streaming services for this generation of people, right? Because I'm not a part of the generation that grew up on Spotify and Apple Music and whatever. I grew up on the radio generation, so I still believe that there is relevance to radio. And yes, I'm still going to submit to radio, right? Spotify playlists are cool, but I feel like I'll have a better chance getting played on radio and being picked up by, because, and this is just because of, I've submitted to, you know how you like send your music out,
right?
And I've sent my music out like early, and no editorial playlist.
Right.
I mean, I've gotten picked up by playlists that are not editorial.
Yes.
But I've also had like a better time submitting through radio just based on connections and whatnot for my stuff. And I'd rather get the radio coverage than the playlist coverage. That's just in my opinion.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's an interesting question to ask artists these days whether radio is even relevant. And it's kind of gone around in a circle now. So, you know, when we started in 2017, well, technically it was long before then, but we started the actual station 2017. It was something different. No one else was doing kind of like what we were doing. So that nice little bump we had was good, right? And then Spotify came out and Apple Music kind of took off, and then, you know, Tidal came on, and all of a sudden everything started going to streaming services. And, you know, as Spotify grew into this super giant, you know, internet radio went that way. Because what people said was, well, I want the option to be able to choose my music uninterrupted and curate my own playlist. That's how they were viewing it, right? And which is cool. And I think Spotify has its place, definitely. You can discover some really good music on Spotify.
Yeah.
You know? Unfortunately, now Spotify is very much driven by advertising and money.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
and the fact that they barely pay us for streams.
Well, yeah, and then there's obviously the payout for streams.
Mm-hmm.
But there's, I listen to artists when they talk about Spotify and how Spotify's screwing them over, and I'm like, well, they are and they aren't, right? And this is the reason why I say they are and they aren't.
Okay,
right? It's because before Spotify could even do anything with music, right? Just revenue alone, okay. When music gets pushed from Spotify, from record labels and publishers, etc., they pay out 79% of their revenue to licensing and record companies and publishing.
Okay.
So you're now left with 21% to play with, right? Yeah. Out of that, you've got the operational costs, pay your stakeholders, shareholders, build the network, update the apps, have all your staff. Operational costs are high.
So then what's the point of having... Sorry.
Check it, right? It's not about profit, it's about revenue.
Right.
Right. Profit doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. Like Spotify didn't make any money I think they started making money about last year. They started making money.
Yeah.
But they were losing money. So the interesting one is this. I think it works out by the time it's all done, there's 7% dollars available to artist payout. Okay? So 90% of that 7%, right, is paid to the top 1% of artists on Spotify. That means whatever's left is paid for everybody else. And that's why it's so low.
Dang. This is why people are going to Tidal, because Tidal's payout is
it's better. It's better, absolutely. And I like Tidal. Tidal's great. Jay-Z sold it now, so I'm probably not so much of a supporter anymore. But I'm a huge fan of Bandcamp.
Oh, yeah.
Bandcamp is...
That's the other one, too. And even ever since they started doing Bandcamp Fridays during the pandemic to help artists out, which was game-changing.
Yeah.
I actually made money from there.
Right.
So...
Yeah. And I've always been a massive supporter of Bandcamp. I think it's the fairest model for anybody, right? You can name your price, they take a very small fee, you get bulk of your money, and they're adding things to it. You've got the discovery service. Sell your merch on there. You've got the discovery service. You've got the live streaming service now as well. You can do live streams directly in Bandcamp and put your merch into the stream.
Yeah.
People can buy it at the same time. We've done that a couple of times. So they're adding tools to really continue to drive revenue to the artist, right? So if you hear me talk about any music, I was like, go to Bandcamp and buy it.
Yeah.
Don't stream it. Go Bandcamp and buy it or stream it.
Unlimited streams, just...
Yeah. If you've got unlimited streams on Bandcamp, pay that or download the music, do it that way. They need to work on their app a little bit, but, in terms of some modernization on that, but I think Bandcamp is exactly the right model for what your artists need to do to be able to thrive.
Absolutely.
Right?
And I always make sure that any new releases, I make sure I put up on Bandcamp. So my Bandcamp is updated.
Yeah. I always tell artists, like, if you're going to release anything, put it on Bandcamp first.
Yep.
Go make some money.
Yep.
And then put it to Spotify. Yeah. Because once you put it to Spotify and if it goes viral, you're going to get some stuff, but it's like, that's more for fan building and spins, right? Like, work out who's listening to you in these particular countries and start targeting them. That's good for that.
That's why I did the pre-order for even my project that I put it. I just did a pre-order on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And then it goes on Spotify when it comes out.
So. Yeah. Makes sense. So I know you mentioned a couple of other artists that you work with in Toronto. So if you can have a crystal ball looking forward over the next 2 to 3 years, what will the next 2 to 3 years look like for Desiree D based on what you want for yourself?
Well, one of my burning desires is to go on tour. So I'm hoping in the next 2 years to be able to do that. Hopefully less.
Okay.
But also, after this project, I'm going to be working on Christmas stuff. I know I'm talking about Christmas already, but I saw it go, right? I have to be ahead and to make sure I solidify some things. But also, I'm due for a debut album as well. So I'm due for a debut album. So that should be coming up in the next couple of years or so, maybe less.
Okay.
Also, I would love to do some more traveling and hopefully doing workshops.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So let's get back to touring. I mean, ideally, you know, would you want to do like kind of like almost like what I call it like the Carnegie Hall type touring, like big
I would
auditoriums?
love to do the big auditorium
Right.
thing, right? Just have my big grand piano and have my band. And,
Right.
you know, that would be lovely if I can get tours in those big venues.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing.
Yes, the big thing.
All right. So down to reality.
Yes.
What would you actually want to do? You know, because obviously, if you're going to tour, where would you want to tour? You want to tour Canada?
Well, I mean, I want to do like a few smaller tours.
Yeah.
So even if it's just like hitting the major music cities in Canada, so Toronto, Nova Scotia, Vancouver, Edmonton, like the major. So there isn't very many in Canada, but hitting those major cities, and then the U.S. Doing a little small U.S. tour. I'm not trying to do no big extravagant thing. So maybe New York, Chicago, Nashville, Florida, Atlanta, L.A., Texas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The challenge with doing US tours for any artist, don't care where they come from, is the work permit.
Yeah.
The work permit is so hard to get.
And why is it so hard to get a work permit for the U.S.?
For music?
Yeah.
It's just, you just got to go through jump through so many hoops. Like, I think they believe that everyone who comes to the US wants to stay there. So they think you're going to come over there, don't leave. Right? They want to make sure that when you come, you get the hell out.
Yeah, I think like US wise, even if I don't do a US tour, I think for me, just traveling there and just connecting with people and having a couple shows while I'm out there. Like I'm planning on going to LA in September and I've got connections. So even if that means I get some connections and just host a little show and just showcase my stuff, that's cool too.
Just don't advertise it.
No, not advertising.
Don't advertise it. It happens spontaneously.
I just want it to happen. Yeah. But I would love to go overseas because I have a lot of fans overseas.
Okay. So what are the main countries that you have fans in?
The UK is the biggest.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's the biggest one. I would love to perform in the UK. And I have friends and family
Yeah.
there as well. I also have fans in Paris,
Okay.
Spain, Germany. Like a lot of those, you know, because they have a high appreciation of instrumentalists. So those like areas,
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of fans. But my big fan base is the UK.
Yeah.
Next to the US. The
Yeah.
US and the UK are like neck and neck.
Right. Yeah. The UK just loves to consume anything from outside of the UK. And they love to consume what's inside the UK as well. We're a big music, like bring everything our way, right?
Yeah.
And you'll do well in the UK. When you're ready to go to the UK, let me know. You've got connections out there. I do shows out there, so I've got people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and I always encourage artists if they go out there, you know, not only do you kind of see if you can do a show or two while you're out there, but you know, connect with some producers, singers, whatever it is. Do some workshops, do some collaborative stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the key is, really. You know, because it then allows you to come back this way. You know, when we did Ray Robinson, we did our first EP release as a station stroke label, and we sent it to we bombarded the UK with that stuff like all day. Just that's what it is. I had all my connections, all my DJ friends, like everyone's playing it, and you got nominated for. So there's something called it's now called the Blackout Awards. By the time it's called the Brown Groundbreaking Awards, and you got nominated for 5 nominations. It's the biggest neo soul, independent soul award show in England. You got 5 nominations for the EP.
Wow, that's great.
Didn't win anything, but you got 5 nominations. Yeah, you know? So there's a lot of scope and capability over there, and ability for artists to at least be recognised.
Yeah,
you know, the market's not huge over there. It's not like you're gonna make a ton of money when you're out there, but you'll get a lot of response and a lot of respect, and you get to connect with a lot of people that can do some stuff.
And I'm here for the connections and
keep connecting and let me know when you decide to take that trip. You'll have a few people to hit up, and I'll let some people know that you're coming, and make it if you're out there for a couple of weeks, make it a very beneficial.
If I'm going out there, I wouldn't be going for less than 2 weeks.
Make it very beneficial 2 weeks for you. Yeah. All right, so So your EP Self, when does it get released officially?
It will be released worldwide on Thursday, June 30th.
Okay. And you're having a listening party, or do you have it? Did I miss it?
Okay, so I'm doing a video premiere because I'm
Video premiere.
actually releasing a documentary to this.
Okay.
So I kind of go into details about like my healing journey.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that is actually going to be released on the 15th.
Okay.
And I'm doing a video premiere via IG for that video.
Right.
I'm doing a listening party, but that's private.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But the video release and the listening party is on the 15th.
On the 15th this month.
Yeah.
That's, right. That's it. The 15th of this month. I'm trying to get my timetables worked out for make sure I know where I need to be. I will definitely be attending. If you gave me the invite, I'm definitely attending the listening party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've got to go get my little ticket and
So some special people will be getting a first listen. But I also, because I did the pre-order for the EP, I told people, I'm like, if you pre-order the EP, you can get an invite to the listening party as well too.
Right.
So
Right.
for anybody who pre-orders
Okay.
the EP.
But they have to be in Toronto, obviously.
Yes. Well, no, because I'm having it Zoom, so anybody can. Yeah. So in addition to the live portion, I do have people coming via Zoom. So anybody who doesn't live in Toronto and wants to pre-order the EP, they will have an invite to the.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Should have done it through Bandcamp.
But my pre-order is on Bandcamp.
No, but you should have done your live show thing through Bandcamp.
Oh, okay. I have to consider that.
Yeah, and it's good if
Yeah.
you do. Like I said, we've done it, and you can do private ones or public ones.
Okay.
And like I said, you can, if you've already got your presence on Bandcamp, you can attach your own merchandise to the show, and it will appear at the bottom so people can buy.
I'm
whilst
still
they're listening.
working on the merchandise.
Well, even
portion.
even your music.
Yeah.
Whatever you got selling.
Yeah.
You know, you can attach it to just the show itself. And so even if you did it on Zoom, you can send that Zoom directly to Bandcamp and it will be all there. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I still have about a week and a half, so
If you need some advice, let me know.
Absolutely.
I've done it about 5 times already.
Yeah, because I mean, I do have merch, but I'm still working on like actually getting it online. But I'm still trying to decide which outlet to use for online. But I do have merch as well too. I'm actually supposed to be releasing some new colors soon. So.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you, because obviously we've relaunched the Soulfest Lounge. You're supposed to do a Soulfest Lounge, and you didn't do the Soulfest Lounge in 2018. Did you do it? You didn't do it. No, you didn't do it.
What do you mean? Oh, I might have had a conflict on that day that you gave me, because I really wanted to do it, but I couldn't because I had a conflict.
That's right. 2020 you did it. We tried the online one, which was
the online one. Yes, I did do the online one.
You did the online one. That was that was the very early days of the pandemic.
Yeah,
and I was like, screw it, let's go for it and try and throw some technologies together.
Hey, we made it work.
I know.
Yeah,
but I'm like, now all the technology's caught up. I'm like, this is easy now. By the time it was like, let's get a platform here, let's go over here, let's try this, let's try that.
Now we're outside.
Yeah, so
speaking of outside, I have some shows coming up.
You do?
Yes, I do. My first show in 2 years is coming up at Calypso Hut in Brampton on Thursday, June the 16th.
So you've got your listening party on the 15th.
Yes.
Then you got Calypso Hut.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Doors open at 8.
Okay.
Show starts at 9.
What's the cover?
So you have to buy the tickets through me. There's no tickets at the door.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's $20 for the tickets.
Okay.
And you send me an email transfer.
Okay.
Okay. I still have tickets left, so I have a few, not very many.
All right, so there's Calypso Hut. Where else are you going to be?
I am also going to be performing at Taco Taco.
Down in Kensington Market?
Yes, on June 25th.
And the cover?
15.
Yeah.
And the details and the Eventbrite link will be out soon.
Perfect. And where else?
I'm going to be actually doing some stuff with Soul Sessions Canada. They have a series of Union Station shows that they're doing over the summer, and I'm supposed to be playing for one of the shows in August. I believe it's the 12th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Soul Sessions Canada.
Yeah. I have one other show, but it still needs to be confirmed, so I
Right.
can't really announce it yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we ain't gonna grab you till August anyway. Not August, till
Yeah.
autumn anyway. Because
But I would love to do a Soul Fest.
I know you would love to do a Soul Fest. I know. Oh, we're gonna get you onto Soul Fest. We're gonna get you onto Soul Fest 2023. We're definitely. I'm gonna say it right now. We're getting Desiree D on Soul Fest 2023.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna do that. I was trying to think of who we're gonna pair you up with. I've got this concept of a Julian Pianos kind of thing. So I don't know if I'm going to use Zoe. I don't know if I'm going to use Mark DeClive Lowe. I think you and Mark DeClive Lowe will be awesome on the Julian Pianos. Do you know Mark DeClive Lowe?
Oh, you have to send me his info.
I'm going to send you his info.
Okay.
And you'll be like, this guy's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, like he plays piano, obviously, really well.
Yeah.
But he also plays electronic stuff, like drum machines and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Like a piano.
Oh, wow.
So when we did Soulfest 2018, him and Omar Lafouk, they do a 2-man show in Europe and in the Far East.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, he takes all of Omar's tracks and does electronic versions of them, and then Omar plays the drums. Oh, wow. And they just do what they do.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's insane to watch.
I can envision that right now.
It's insane to watch. It really is. But yeah, I've got this idea of like a Julian Pianos thing.
Okay.
You know, I just see it right now. 2 baby grands on the
That'd
stage.
be dope.
But how would the Soulfest crowd go for it? I think it'd be dope.
That would be dope.
It'd be wicked.
And they have a live band attached to it?
Of course, there's always a live band. You know what?
Oh, that'd be fire.
You know what band it is already.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Well, there you go. Isn't it? That's my.
I
whole
like
band.
this dual piano
Julian
idea.
Piano's
Yes.
idea. Yeah. As soon as you said you want to be on, I was like, Julian Pianos. Like I said, it's either be Zoe or Mark DeClive Lowe. Yeah. And
I love Zoe.
Zoe going to be.
Zoe's gotta be there.
Yeah. So listen, Zoe's there all the time. he's always going to come back.
I don't think I've ever met him in person.
You haven't?
No, I just hear about him all the time. I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I don't remember ever meeting him in person.
You know what? We'll have to rectify that. Definitely have to rectify that. He's actually got a show coming up in Detroit, August the 10th with Layla Hathaway.
Excuse me?
Detroit, yeah.
Layla
Detroit.
Hathaway?
Yeah,
Oh,
Layla Hathaway
I
at the
need to see
Detroit
her.
Amphitheater.
I might have to make a trip.
Ila's making a trip. We're all going there.
Oh, okay. I have to make a trip.
Yeah, come with the crew, man.
I must.
We'll go backstage, meet Layla, and
So then you guys would know Sax Appeal then?
Of course we know Sax.
Oh, then yeah, because that's how I connected the dots. 'Cause
Yeah.
we met a few years ago
Right.
during the pandemic. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, of course I know Sax. Yeah,
Okay.
we know Sax.
Yes.
Yeah, we know Sax Appeal, man.
Yes.
How is he doing? I haven't spoken to him forever.
As far as I know, he's doing well. He just did the NAMM show.
Yeah?
This weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, talented dude.
100%.
Talented
So
dude.
I know when he was doing his cipher online.
Yeah.
I did it a few times. That's how we
Right.
met initially, because Kiara was the one who was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you should do this. It happens on Saturdays." And yeah, that's how we made the connection.
Yeah.
Because we did a song together, but
You did?
it's not officially released
Oh,
yet.
hold on, wait, stop. Stop. Hold on, stop. No, stop, hold on. No, what'd you say? You done a song with Sax Appeal, you haven't released it.
We haven't released. It hasn't been officially released yet.
Why?
I don't know. I wrote it during the pandemic, and I had it as a part of my daily vibes. And I did one of his ciphers, and I played the chords to it, and he was just like messing around with it, and he was like, "Oh, I want to collab with you." So he ended up sending the parts to me, and we did like a whole duo video and everything. But I have the track, and I actually want to release it. It might be on a future album. We'll see what happens. We just haven't released it.
You have a Sax Appeal track.
Yes, we do.
You know who else you'll be really good with? Aaron Abernathy.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah. They're all part of the same kind of clique.
Oh, okay.
All kind of clique.
Yeah.
Aaron Abernathy, he doesn't do music very often now. He releases stuff every 4 years or so. But
Oh, okay.
He's, once again, beast mode guy. You guys have worked, you sound wise? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. See, we're having all this private conversations here if we get people to listen to this radio station, eh? And we haven't played, we've talked all this time, we haven't played any music other than yours.
I sent you
You did?
another song, yeah.
You did? Oh,
Yeah.
what
I sent you the day-to-day song that I released in November.
You did?
With Marcus Aurelius.
Okay, so hold on. Which email address did you send it to? I got 50.
The same one that you communicated with me through.
I've got to work out which one it is because I've got like about 20 million.
So that would be the iLive radio email, the one that you sent me the details of the interview from.
I did. I'm trying. How many 15 million emails I've got? All right.
Okay.
So whilst I'm trying to work this out, let me pull up a track here. Let me go with there's a guy over in the States called Justin Garner.
Yeah.
And love this guy's voice, man. It's fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah, you know him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I ain't gonna play that then. See that you know him. But there's also a woman in the UK called Deborah Jordan. She does kind of like broken beat kind of stuff. Oh, okay. How come I didn't see it? All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to play some Deborah Jordan. I'm going to try and work out how to get that over here, and I'll get it over here, and I'll get it played, all right? So you're tuned into Soul Expressions. My name's DJ Sessions. We've got Desiree D in the house, having a good old conversation, Independent Music Day, to support independent artists. We're going to move on to the sounds of Miss Deborah Jordan. Sounds of Miss Deborah Jordan. Don't forget. You can catch this vibe this Thursday on the iChart Show with your host DJ Sessions, which is me.
Life is
internet's #1 on the World Wide Web. iLive Radio.
What's up, people? This is Omar, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Hey, this is Malik Onay, and you're listening to iLive Radio with some of the best independent soul music from around the world.
What's up? I play like I'm coming to get my stuff. Send your roommate on some errands.
Sounds like Emma V.
Spend the weekend at her parents. I don't mean to be rude, but I mean it, I do.
And we've got that Desiree D Day Today queued up as well. Minutes to the top of the hour. We're going to have a quick conversation. We're going to be out. Don't forget, all roads lead down. Cafe Panama on Kensington Avenue. Just so our artists performing tonight. Down there with Lucia D. All part of Frisian Radio. Shouts out to Frisian. So we got Desiree D here. Let me switch over to make sure everyone can see her. Can see, there you go. All right, a little interlude. All right, so we've got your day-to-day track queued up. Tell us a little bit more about your day-to-day track again before I cue this thing up here.
So Day to Day was the 7th song that I released last year because I celebrated my 7-year artist anniversary last year. So I did a set of 7 songs to end the cycle of 7 years. And that song was essentially talking about trusting the timing of your life. So a lot of success has been happening to me for the last couple of years. And it just so happens that most of my success happened during a pandemic. And it was just a reminder to myself and just to other people to trust the timing of your life. You may not have all the answers and you may not know where your life is going, but you just have to trust the path that God has you on.
Yeah. Okay. You're religious, right? You're
yes,
a church girl?
I am,
okay,
yeah.
That's good for you. Good for you. We all need a bit of the Lord in their lives. I wish I got a bit more of it in my life, to be frank, but that's what it is. It's what it is. It's what it is. All right, so we're going to play Day to Day. Probably be the last track before we get out of here. So Desiree, anything you want to say to your fans? Where can they find you on social media? Give us all that stuff.
So you can find me on social media at Desiree D Music. You can find me on all digital platforms, Desiree D. Pre-save my new EP Self on Bandcamp. That's DesireeDmusic.bandcamp.com. And the release of the EP will be on June 30th. My visual will be out on June 15 via YouTube.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we're going to get out of here. Shouts out to Desiree D. Thank you for coming in and joining us on Independent Artist Day or Independent Music Day right here on iLive Radio. And obviously, we're going to continue to champion your music. So keep sending it. We're going to play it. and we're going to send it overseas, and they're going to play it. That's what happens, right? So it's about trying to amass enough listenership so we can start getting careers for these artists in this country moving. All right, this is a last track from us, Day to Day. I will see you on Thursday for the iChart show. Brand new number 1 this week. Telling you, man, it's fire. All right, I'm out. This is DJ Sessions. Up next, we have the Foundation show. But don't forget you'll be able to catch this show on a podcast later on today over on Spotify and TuneIn and Apple Music. All right, catch you later.
It's only us. Everyday life comes for me. I hustle, fight to be worthy of this platform God gave me. The same one y'all be aiming for. On my back, just like Atlas. Where I'm at, I need an atlas. The spotlight seems so attractive, but for real, you've never been here before. How to deal with the sun on the deal? How to cope with the money for the meal? Who to pay, so should be running away. Take a minute, meditate, eat, pray. Just like that, oh, it's okay. You ain't got all the answers today. What you got's too big for your plate. Break